We here for another episode of Sports Talk Unfiltered. Man, we talking good sports all the time. We here with the fellas, man. We here tonight. See if we can get Howard's picture. We can see him a little. There we go.
Got
A little
me,
better. There we
got
go.
an X close to me, a red X.
Yeah.
I mean a red slash.
Oh, okay. There we go. We got you back right. All right, man. We got a lot of sports to talk about. It's so many places we could go. But I really want to discuss this Lamar Jackson situation. He's
Mm.
asked for a trade back on March the 2nd, and now we're don't look like nothing's going on, man. So Lamar Jackson requesting this trade, man. Was that a good or bad idea? How it go?
Man, I think it's a little bit. I think it's should have already happened if that's what he wanted. Um, I guess he figured they would have gotten his contract together, but um, from his past injuries, playoff runs, they haven't been the people to do that, man, for anybody to pay that amount of money. So I feel for him, but like Tony kept saying, Tony said, "Hey, you might well go on to play for the 30. What is it, 32 million? Why would do that now? Because they're not going to trade him. They're not going to trade him. Um, he might sit out, but they're not going to trade him. So he might as well go ahead and sign that franchise tender whenever the date before June or something. And hey, that's all I can say on it, man. I feel for him, but at the same time, you know, if he would have hired an agent, we might not be at this place. Um, he was betting on himself, so who knows what's going to happen from here on out? I don't know. It's crazy.
What do you think, Elliot?
Man, I like I said before, I think he will play for the Ravens this season. At this point, I think it's just a bit of frustration on his part. He's ready to, prepare for the next season, know where he's gonna be, and he's tired of them dragging their feet with this contract situation. He's partly to blame. I mean, he could have handled a lot of different ways. Partly having an agent. We might not, like Howard said, we may not be here now if he had an agent, but we are here, and it's both sides now. I think it's an ego thing. They want him, but they don't want to pay him, and he feels like he should
Hmm.
have already had this resolved, had his contract, and
Hmm.
got the money that he's asked for. But it's not going to happen that way. I really believe it's just going to happen with him being offered a contract by another team, and then they're going to match it. That way, they don't have to step out there and put all their eggs in one basket without knowing what the rest of the league really will offer him. That way, they get a feel, and then it may not be what they thought they were going to have to come out their pocket with. So it's a waiting game at this point.
So you think it? Do you think it was a good idea that he requested the trade, or do you think he should have kept quiet? What do you think?
I don't. I just think it's more just talk. I don't think it's a bad situation. He ain't being traded. He's not going anywhere. He can ask all he wants, but he's not going. But no, I don't think it was a bad idea.
Well. Go ahead,
It
Tony.
don't
Then I
change
say what I
anything.
say.
So first, we need to, make sure that we're dealing in the facts of what happened. He didn't ask for a trade today, like you said earlier. He asked for a trade back in March,
Right.
which was back before they even put the franchise tag on him. They were in negotiations. He told them what they want. Rumor has it he's asking for a fully guaranteed deal, but nobody knows that. That's just what all the talking heads just say. That's not what he wants. What he's saying is, if y'all can get this money to Deshaun Watson, given everything that's going on, I'm definitely worth that, if not more. They're your rival. Yeah, it's time for y'all to respect me because you could have negotiated with me over the last 2 seasons and you didn't, because it was always a wait and see, wait and see, wait and see. I think this right now might be the biggest problem with the NFL in general, in that they don't have to pay you and they can control you at least for 2 if not 3 years. And so that in and of itself is completely and totally unfair. But I don't know that I think the agent could have helped a little bit, but at the end of the day, what these guys are doing right now is Lamar Jackson is just saying, "You're not giving me the money. You're not going to give it to me. I don't want to play on a franchise tag, so just go ahead and trade me." He said that way back in March. Now, with everybody talking, everybody has an opinion. Stories are coming up, and now they're going to all these NFL players, NFL owners, and everything. These NFL owners have current quarterbacks. They have current staff or whatever. They can't just up and say, "Oh yeah, absolutely, I want to go with Lamar Jackson." And then what happened if they don't get Lamar Jackson? Now you got to go back to the quarterback that they got, and you're mad at them. You know what I'm saying? They're like, "Well, you ain't really want me." You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's a game. Like I said, I always felt like he doesn't have to sign it in June. He can wait until October. He only has to play 6 games this year, and it counts as a year. He can't get fined until he signs the franchise tag. So he can go all the way through training camp without signing. He can go all the way through the first 10 weeks of the season and then sign his franchise tag. As long as he passes a physical, he becomes active. They pay him a prorated amount of that $32 million, which is $2 million a game. He plays the last 7 games. He gets $14 million, and it counts for this year. So those are his options. I personally think if they don't trade him, which right now it looks like they're probably not going to, he doesn't sign until the very end of training camp. And then he comes in, which is the play that I would make. I wouldn't go in. I wouldn't do anything off season. I wouldn't do anything because at this point, it's the relationship itself has fallen. This would not have happened under Ozzie Newsome. Acosta has been making a whole lot of moves over the last couple of years that were not traditional Raven-like, but he did it, and now everybody wants to blame this on Lamar Jackson,
Now we
which
keep
I
saying
don't
a
think so.
trade, but really, if somebody wanted them, can't they just give the 2 first-round picks and make them an
No,
offer?
they can't do that.
Ravens can match, I'm sure, but I'm just saying,
Right.
can't they do that?
But the part about the Ravens matching is the point. So what happens is just like what
I don't
happened.
think the Ravens would match. I
No,
think
they absolutely.
I think if the Ravens got 2 first-round picks for him, 2 top first-round picks, and somebody offered him, let's say they offers him instead of 200 million guaranteed. I don't think the Ravens gonna match that.
They
I
absolutely
think
gonna match it.
I think the Ravens will let him walk for
They would
200
I don't
absolutely
million.
think
match it.
so.
I think they
They
go.
would
I think they go.
absolutely.
I
They
mean,
would.
let me
They
ask you a
would.
question. Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then why not put the restricted tag on them?
Because they don't want to
The
bet the house.
No.
No, they
So
don't
The
have
here's
to
what
money.
bet that house. I mean, what I'm saying
no.
is,
Here's what it is. This is the difference. $32 million. When you sign on the franchise tag, it's everything. So if they put the non-exclusive tag on him, then 45 million counts against their cap for him right now. The reason why these guys
yeah, but
don't, the NFL.
the reason why they went not is so that he could test the market and they don't have to pay. But basically, what they're saying is, if somebody else wants you, they can get you. With the non-exclusive, they can't.
Oh,
So
correct.
what they're right.
But
So what they're saying
it's only
is,
because they're bidding against themselves. That's it. The non-exclusive means that they're bidding against themselves, right? So I don't believe that there's any way, because what if a team like, which I was fully prepared to come in here and tell y'all some teams that should absolutely go after them and trade, who would deny it, Baltimore or the other team. What if a team like San Francisco comes in? San Francisco finds a way, gives them the money, they put in or whatever. It's going to be 200 million guaranteed, but they write it in a way that they can actually offset the cap hit, so that it's a 8-year, $400 million contract, but 250 million of it is guaranteed, which gives them more than Deshaun Watson. That's really all they want anyway, and so they give them that. Baltimore could get the first round picks, but 49ers first round picks is not the same is 2 Indianapolis Colts, where number 1 is number 4, and then if he takes them, then
Yeah,
next year will be in the
but the
20s.
but what I'm saying is, if all the Baltimore Ravens would give him whatever somebody else is gonna give him, then why not give him that anyway? They
Because
playing
here's
hardball. They don't want to give him 200
no,
million
it's not
guaranteed.
that. No, they offered him. They
No,
from what has
I
been
didn't hear they
reported.
offered
No,
him
no, 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 no,
200
no, no, no,
million
no, 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 no,
guaranteed.
no,
I
no, no,
heard what
no.
they offered him was
No.
130 million for 3 years.
No. That's what somebody suggested today. That's what Tannenbaum suggested. It was what it was. It was suggested they offered him 200 million guaranteed, but the contract itself was longer. And it's the reason why it's done longer is so they can do the cap gymnastics, so they can always, push
Wow.
money out and then
So you mean
renegotiate it.
I think right? So hold on. So you mean to tell me that Lamar is holding out for Deshaun Watson guaranteed money?
Okay. No, it's the amount that's guaranteed. So in other words, you're saying to me, I'm the same quarterback as Kyler Murray. No, I'm not. Okay. So then on
But
top
then
of
some
that,
people signed after Deshaun that didn't get Deshaun's contract.
nobody. Deshaun was the last
Deshaun was
contract.
the last one.
Deshaun was the last one. And
Yep.
so here's the thing. It's not that
Russell Wilson
I
wasn't after
needed.
Deshaun.
No. Russell Wilson's was before.
It was before.
Yeah. And the trade had already been done, so it was just an extension for Russell Wilson. So I mean, but the point is, he's holding out for 230. You know what I'm saying? And they're giving him, and then it also what you never know was true and what's not true, but it's being leaked out there that they had a lot of injury incentives in his contract.
I don't know. Well, this will all come out. There is no way that I think that man wouldn't take two. But I could be wrong. I don't know. But
it could be the principle of it though. It's the same thing when somebody telling you like you ain't good enough. And so here's what the reason why they put the non-exclusive, because they felt, I mean, the non-exclusive tag on this, because they felt like they were bidding against themselves, because they felt like nobody would give them that kind of money. And in essence, they're right. And here's why. If he was just a free agent, without question, he would already have more than $230 million guaranteed. The problem is you have to give up $230 and 2 first-round picks.
Right.
And that is the only reason why this is
and
even
what
a
I'm
thing.
saying is, if somebody come to the table with 2 first-round picks and $200 million, Baltimore gonna take that. They ain't gonna keep Lamar. They're gonna take. They're telling you right now.
Here's the thing. They're gonna be like, damn, I ain't think you can get it. Well, you back in Baltimore, in order to get things right. No, I get it, but what I'm saying is, then in order to smooth things over, they might throw something else in there and a guarantee just to sweeten the pot and say, "Nah, we love you. We go," because their whole thing is Acosta is saying, "I don't think that money you're asking for is out there." That's the thing. He's saying that not that we don't think you that good a player.
That's a logical thing. What you're saying, that ain't what Lamar's hearing. Lamar's hearing, I ain't worth the money. That's what Lamar's hearing. Lamar's hearing, y'all ain't paying me. Y'all don't think I'm worth it. I want out. That's what he's saying.
Of course.
Yeah, right.
Of course.
He done already, and how he done
That's
already
what
wrote
he's
the
saying.
I agree
letter
with
to
you.
the.
So
He
if
done
he
already
gonna
wrote the
get
letter
it,
to the fans. You know, what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, he's basically saying, all right, look, it ain't nothing else for me to say. It ain't nothing else for me to do. Y'all ain't pay me the money. I want out. That's what he's saying. And what he's basically is trying to tell other teams is, y'all come get me because I want to go.
That's it.
Yeah, but all the other teams know, hey, bro, I would trade for you.
Ain't nobody try to give up 2 first-round picks and
no. But so here's the problem. In order for this is why it's so hard right now. They would have to, in order to extend him an offer sheet, they have to then go and clear their cap. So that means they got to cut other people now just to get him to sign it. And there's a possibility that the Ravens go ahead and match it. Now, not only do you not have Lamar, but you got them players that you cut and move things around. And and then you got the hurt feelings of the quarterback that you already got.
That you already have.
And he don't have no agent that can be telling these other teams, yeah, the Ravens ain't gonna match it. Y'all go ahead and do it. All right. He don't have no back channels for
Right.
no agent. You know, his mama
That's
is.
why I say the agent is important.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
the agent is only important because of timing. Like if this was,
The agent is, you mean timing as far as in this situation?
yeah, because
Right,
of
right,
all of the
right, right.
circumstance, like the way
It's
everything.
too
This is
complicated. This ain't,
right,
he don't need
and
no
it's
agent for no, if he was a free agent.
now watch this. If this was last year when it was just Pickett in the first round, somebody might have done it because there was no quarterback. There are four potential who would they consider potential franchise quarterbacks in this. So the teams that are in desperate need of quarterbacks and have cap space, they have an opportunity to draft one so you can get one that's going to cost you $32 million. Or no, it'll cost you like $45 million over the next 5 years, as opposed to having to get one that you got to pay, you know what I'm saying, 250 million off rip. So
Let me
it's
ask you a
just the
question.
timing.
Is Lamar worth 200 million guaranteed?
If anybody is, he is.
If anybody is, he is.
So here's the thing. The thing is, if there's a such thing as a franchise quarterback that you're building around, they're worth it because it's what's up next. It has nothing to do with anything. Nobody said, like I said at the time, that I didn't think Jared Goff or Carson Wentz were worth that max contract. But you know what? They were next up. It was time for the contract. They got it.
That's a different. That's
No, no,
different. That's a
no, no,
different
no. Here's
answer.
what I'm
I
saying.
asked you, is he worth
No,
it?
no,
You're
no,
telling me
no.
is next up. That's two different. That's a different
Yeah,
answer.
no. So he's worth it
No, he's not worth
because
it. It's just
no,
that
no,
it's anybody is getting it. That don't mean they worth it.
no,
You
no.
just finished
In it,
telling me you didn't think
no.
Jared Goff was worth it, but he got it.
Because that Jared Goff and Carson Wentz were franchise quarterbacks. Just like I never thought Baker Mayfield was a franchise quarterback. Like what I'm saying is the question is, in my eyes, is boiled down to: are you a franchise quarterback or are you not? I feel like there's maybe 7, 8 franchise quarterbacks. Everybody else, in my eyes, is up for grabs. I feel like he's one of those 7, 8. So absolutely, I put him with Burrow being worth it, with Allen being worth it, of course, with Mahomes being worth it. Aaron Rodgers in his day, I wouldn't give it to him now. You know what I'm saying? But like the quarterbacks that you consider to be franchise quarterbacks, absolutely, they're worth $200 million guaranteed. If you ask me the same question, do I think Derek Carr worth it? I'd be like, no, because I don't feel like Derek Carr is. He's a great quarterback. I think you can win with him. I don't think you win because of him, is what I'm saying.
Howard, is he worth 200 million?
Yes,
Why?
easy.
That ain't why.
He's
That's
the, he's shown that he's worth it, man.
and
He's got the ability like others don't have. First of all, running the football. Second of all, he's already on a slope anyway because they didn't think he was going to be a quarterback. They was trying to make sure that he wasn't going to be one anyway. Now he's improved his worth. I mean, you got a lot of quarterbacks, you got a lot of pocket quarterbacks, you don't have too many quarterbacks that can run and throw the football in this game. You don't. You just don't. And he's a double threat, no matter how you look at it. And if he gets anything around him, man, this dude probably would be the MVP every year, close to Mahomes. I mean, it'll be between him and Mahomes.
And watch this.
But it's just that he.
Hey, next year he needs to just play on $32 million because next year he's going to get 250 guaranteed because Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow are both renegotiating next year.
Oh
And
yeah,
when they do it,
it's
all he
going
has
up.
to do is
Oh,
wait for their
that's going to the
contracts to
top
go,
of the
and then it's
barrel.
going. That's what I'm saying. It's like everybody was saying he should have signed 2 years ago or whatever. I was like, yeah, 2 million 2 years ago he'd have been getting Dak Prescott money. You know what I'm saying? But that's not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You wait an extra year, you get the next dude up. You wait the next year, you get the next dude up. That's just how it works.
Elliot, is he worth 200 million guaranteed?
I'm gonna put it like this.
And I'm saying the guaranteed part, not worth 200 million.
I mean,
I'm talking about the guaranteed.
he ain't Tom Brady.
Is he worth
I mean,
200
he ain't
million?
Tom Brady.
Can I
He's
say
not
something to you
Tom
after
Brady,
that?
so
Answer your question because you about to say something silly.
yeah. Let me get it out. He not Tom Brady, bitch.
Okay.
So
explain.
no, he's not worth 200 million. But They're
Tom Brady
all
wasn't this good when he was early in his career.
that's hate. That's just hate. I mean, you can have that. That's
That ain't
okay.
no hate. That's the
It's
facts.
all right
Hey
because that's your
Elliot,
opinion.
Tom Brady
I'm
wasn't
getting ready
this
to say something
good
to
at the
you.
beginning of his
I'm getting ready to
career.
say something to you that's about to hurt your feelings about Tom Brady,
Go
bro.
ahead.
If Tom Brady would have ever been a quarterback in the
He
Oh,
said,
NFL,
"Go ahead."
they
so
would
if
not
he
have
would
won
have
as many
ever,
titles. No,
Tony,
this
did
is
you
what
say
I'm
would
saying.
he
They would not have won
really?
all those titles because guess what? You can't have 8 Pro Bowlers
You
on both sides of the ball when your quarterback makes up all the money, unless you Patrick Mahomes and you are that different. That's what I'm saying. So go
you
ahead,
saying
continue
Patrick Mahomes better than
by a long shot. But go ahead.
Just answer the question. Is he worth 200
no, he's
million
not worth 200
guaranteed?
million. He is not guaranteed.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
not.
you drinking.
All right.
You drinking
Let me
But
again.
just say
You
but
something
didn't
what
to you
I
go.
about
You
will
didn't
this.
go
say,
see. You
it's a
didn't go.
business.
You
It's a
didn't go to your
business.
AA meeting. You didn't go to
And
your AA meeting tonight. I'm sorry.
if he can if he can ask for that and they give it to him, I ain't mad at him. But is he worth 200 million? No.
You don't
Guaranteed.
think he is?
Let me ask you one
Guaranteed.
question.
Hold on.
Let
No,
me
no,
ask you.
no.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You said
Wow.
something you want to say,
So
Tony.
Wow.
no. You said is he worth
Wow.
this much guaranteed? Watch
Guaranteed,
this.
right.
Hold on. Watch this. Name
Wow.
one franchise quarterback that regardless of what the guarantee said, he didn't get at least, if not more, than what the total contract was. Here's the thing. The only people that guaranteed contracts would work for is the quarterback. Because if you're a franchise quarterback, you always get that money. If you're a defensive lineman, even if you're the best defensive lineman, it becomes to a point where you're too high and I can't keep you, so I got to let you go. And having that money non-guaranteed means that it doesn't count against my cap. And then you can go get your money from somebody else. No problem. Nobody does that with the quarterbacks. The quarterbacks, they work out their entire contract all the time. They
I know,
get
but
it all the time.
it's still. Yeah, I know, but
No,
I'm
it's
saying
just a principle at this
no. I'm
point.
talking about. I'm
It's
talking.
just a
I feel you,
principle.
but I'm talking about for Lamar. Let me ask it like this to put a little bit more clarity on it. How many
Yeah.
games are you gonna get from Lamar every year?
Mm.
Lamar hasn't been hurt every year. He's been hurt the
I think
last
you
2
can
years.
get.
12.
I think you could get. I think you can easily get all the games out of him if he don't sit out in it. If you get the right pieces around him, he won't have to run the ball as much.
How long does that
That's
take
just my
to get
take
the
on
right pieces around him?
You think he could play a whole season?
it. They haven't done it. Yes,
But okay, so
yes,
you
because
think the
that'll take less off of.
okay
Hey
that's a
Howard.
good answer.
Hey Howard. Hey, give him this answer for me.
Uh,
Which quarterback played all 17 games last year?
No, that's not a fair
No,
assessment.
whoa,
That's
whoa,
not a,
wait.
because not all of them have been hurt like he's been hurt. Matter of fact, how many years he been in the league as a starter?
5,
How many years he's been hurt out of them 5 years?
2.
That's
And
not
it was
bad.
questionable. It was questionable as to whether or not he could have actually come back this year.
So
There's
he wasn't hurt none but them 2 years.
right. I mean,
'Cause
other than
I'm gonna
just
check.
yes.
I'm gonna fact check you in a minute
No.
now.
Other
I'm
than
asking.
other than getting dinged up, nothing
Well, you better
major.
go
You know
ahead
what
and
I'm
fact
saying?
check.
Yeah, you can go ahead and fact check that. But here's the point: that like they said, he probably could have come back. He would have been playing hurt, but he still could have played.
Right.
Even
We ain't
him
talking
being
about
hurt
yeah.
would have been better than Huntley, or not even if it was Huntley, but they ended up going to Brown, who was a rookie. So the point is, like, no, even Joe Burrow, Allen, Mahomes, they all missed games last year. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, they all missed games last year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if all of the quarterbacks are going to miss a game, to hold
Listen,
him to Jalen Hurts games. You know
And
what I'm saying? It happens.
and he ain't really had no serious injuries for real. He been having ankle sprains and stuff like that.
A high ankle sprain, you
that
can't
ain't-
do nothing
ain't-
about that.
yeah,
Somebody
ain't-
rolled
that
up
ain't
on
nothing.
you.
Yeah, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. All right, so
hey,
go ahead.
and real talk. Y'all can say what you want. I don't think he was hurt during the playoffs. I'm
No,
sorry.
I mean he could have
No,
came back. Yeah, ain't no
I
he
doubt
think
was
about
he
that.
was cheap.
hurting though.
Yeah, he
I
could have
think
come back.
he. I think he would. But I think he was teaching them, showing them that y'all can't win without me.
He was hurt.
I'm telling you.
It
Oh
was just
no,
it was
he
just
probably
emotion.
knew that they couldn't win with him though. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't like I don't think he would have came back and they could have beat the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that was what he did to him. But it was a situation where he was like, "Look, man, I'm nursing an injury where I could potentially, pull a Kevin Durant, come back a little bit too soon, and then do something worse.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why take that risk when I don't have the guarantees in the
Right.
future?"
Right. Yeah, he did right. In my opinion. All right, we done had the Lamar talk. Real quick, let's do some NBA real
We
quick.
went for 30 minutes on that jump.
Yeah, I mean, but it's the conversation that people are having right now in the NFL. It's Lamar
It ain't.
Jackson.
It ain't that serious, man.
I
We
mean,
should have just
It
asked the
is.
question:
it
Is he
might
gonna
not.
stay or is he gonna
It
go?
might not be serious to
He
you, but I
gone.
bet you
He gonna
Lamar's
stay.
talking about it. I bet you
Yo,
they
it
trying
was
to figure
crazy.
out.
And for
Yeah, no,
those of
that.
y'all who saying he gonna sit out,
Oh, I know he.
$32 million to be more than he done made in his 5 years combined. So yeah, he ain't
Yeah.
turning that
I
down.
don't think. No, not at all.
No, he ain't turning that down. All right, look, is Joel Embiid now that front runner for MVP? I'm gonna say something else too. I want you. I got something to
He
say
is
about
the
that today.
MVP. Whether
I
they
think
win the
it's
championship or not.
only two people. I actually think it's only two people. I think it's only Embiid and I think it's Giannis. I don't think it's Jokic.
You
I
don't
think
think it's Jokic?
no, and
You
not
don't
this
think he
year.
ducking? You don't think he ducking
No,
Jokic?
Hey man, so all right.
What
So
happened?
no, because he
I'm gonna
ate
let
him
you,
up the first time they
bro.
played him,
He
man.
destroyed him the first time,
All right.
and he's been playing the
And
last
B
couple of weeks
destroyed that joke the
because
first time.
they were trying to catch Boston, and so he's been playing hurt. They set him out, man. It was like, yo, it's just this time. We can't catch Boston right now because they 3 games up. We can't expect them to lose that many games, even if we go undefeated. So there's no need to risk. And they rested James Harden too. You know what I'm saying? It's look, man. He is not ducking Jokic. What is Jokic gonna do? Check him every now and then? Man, nobody think about no Jokic. Embiid would have worked him again.
Elliot.
Yeah.
But everybody
Look,
agree that Embiid is the MVP.
Embiid, he
Yeah.
the MVP right now, man. He got it, hands down.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep.
I just
You ain't
wanna-
asked Howard, what you think, Howard?
Howard already said he was
I'm
MVP.
curious.
I had
Oh,
already
yeah?
told him. You see, watch yourself,
What?
man. Yeah, you heard what I
Okay.
said.
I thought he was gonna say
Open up your
somebody else
ears,
from
man.
Boston.
Oh no,
No,
Tatum
Jason
took himself
Tatum been
out.
out of it.
Yeah, he
Stop
took
tripping.
himself out.
Listen,
he's
Jason
still
been
balling.
out of it.
I'm gonna ask you about the Lakers now. They were playing pretty good, man. LeBron came back and
Oh
they
my
got
God,
an L.
not you.
They got an L. But look.
Don't
The
even
question
say
that
it.
I want to say is LeBron.
Don't even say it.
LeBron talked about he went to 2 doctors.
Oh.
They told him to have season-ending surgery,
Okay.
but he ended up playing. Y'all think LeBron should sit this one out? The rest of the season?
If it's that bad. If it's that bad.
I think so.
Okay, all right. So that's
I think
funny.
so.
They were winning
No.
without him, man.
Hey, so
They
Howard,
were winning without him.
I mean,
Howard.
yeah,
They
but
won't do him
I ain't
bad
gonna say
without
they
him. I
can win
agree with
without,
you, Howard.
but they were winning without him, man.
Howard.
So let him sit out
They
some more
ain't
games.
winning
If you want
with
to come
him.
back for a
Hey,
playoff
Howard.
run, then
Yeah, let him go get healthy.
Everybody's talking about he lost
they
yesterday. They played
they lost.
without
They
Russell.
lost with him.
They played without Russell. They played without Rory Hachimura, and they played. Dude, that's 2 of their starters. That when LeBron was out, that's 2 of their starters that they don't have. You know what I'm saying?
No
And they lost.
excuse.
Okay, my God.
No
All right.
excuse. Next
So
man
that was
up.
LeBron's fault
No
that they won.
excuse.
I mean that they okay. I knew y'all was. I knew you
Well,
was gonna ask.
he didn't do
I didn't think
anything.
you
He
was
didn't.
gonna ask. He scored
He
19
didn't
points
do
off the bench in
anything.
26 minutes. 19-6 and
I'm sorry, man. Yo, dude, they were winning, and then he come back, they lose. Come on, man.
dude,
Just
they
sit down a
just
little bit
lost
longer.
to
Let them boys
Houston
keep winning,
last
try to get you in the
week.
playoffs.
They just lost to the Rockets. They won't win it.
Yeah, but
Yes,
then
they
they came
won
and won
some
with 3
games.
straight. Then they won about 3 straight after that. Didn't they, Tony?
And if he was there, all of those
Look at their
games,
record since
they would
LeBron
have
been
never
out.
lost. They would
Look
have
at their
never
record
lost.
since he been out.
Wait,
Look at how them boys are gelling together.
Hey, hold on.
They look good.
Hold
Let
on.
LeBron rest some more.
Howard,
Let them rest some more.
So you
What,
gonna
man?
say because their record is good, it happens to be the exact same time that, oh yeah, by the way, We traded for a whole new squad, and now our entire squad is together. Now we're deep, and then LeBron happens to get hurt. Oh, and we happen to have a run against San Antonio. We beat Dallas. We beat the Orlando Magic. Man, Howard, come on, man. Come on, man, stop
beat who you're supposed to beat. They beat Golden State. Come on, keep going. Keep going. They beat Golden State.
Oklahoma City. While they're resting Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Dude,
they played Golden State on the road.
They beat them,
still
Tony.
Ain't got Wiggins. And
ain't nobody tell them to rest.
Do you know they have the third worst road record in the league?
Who does?
Golden State.
The Warriors.
Golden State?
Yes.
Of course, Tony. Of course. That ain't got nothing to do with it. They beat them.
They beat them on the...
Elliot.
Bruh, you can say what you want, Tony.
Yeah,
they can't do but play who they play.
Go ahead and have the surgery. I mean,
they beat them.
We like ninth right now, so I mean, we're not gonna win the championship.
He doesn't need the surgery.
I didn't say you were gonna win the championship.
If he need the surgery, I would rather
he doesn't need it. Now he doesn't need the surgery.
So
I mean,
Howard.
No, he's saying that at the end of the season he still may get a surgery.
No, here's the thing. He went to a doctor.
The doctor's telling him to do it.
I have a torn. As a matter of fact, my wife just had a torn meniscus. They told her because it's not a complete and full tear, you don't need the surgery. We can watch how it heals.
I get that
and see if it works.
There's a lot of things that happen like that with the body.
But then he said he went to the LeBron James of foot doctors. Guess what? You know who that is? That is Andrews, who was the famous ACL surgery. When anybody had a knee injury, they went to go see Andrews first. You know what I'm saying? So he went to a doctor that was like that. Mind you, let's not act like the doctors can't be wrong. Let's remember, Grant Hill lost 4 years of his career because of misdiagnosis from doctors. So if he go to somebody that he trusts and it is healing, why does he need to sit down?
If it's healing, then you need to rest it some more to let it completely heal, right?
He pushing 40, Tony. He pushing 40.
I mean, that's just my take on it. So if you go back out there and re-injure that same thing, coming up there early,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what they gonna say.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, we barely 500, Tony. We barely 500. We ain't gonna make no noise nowhere.
I don't know, man. They were playing good ball, man.
I personally think
they were playing good ball, bro.
I personally think.
Let me ask you a question, Howard. Let me ask you a question. Since you just making
they were playing good ball, man.
I gotta ask this since you making it. You think they better? You think they better without LeBron?
No. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm just saying. Now. I tell you who did take their game up another level. Anthony Davis.
That's exactly what you're saying, though.
But the team. No, bitch, that ain't what I'm saying.
It might not be what you think you're saying, but it's what you're saying.
Exactly
you're not putting.
You put the words in your mouth.
Saying. Listen, when LeBron was playing with them, they were still making a good run. When LeBron got them boys around him, they were balling. They were balling then too. When he got hurt, they lost a few games, and then they went on this. Anthony Davis finally found himself. And they went on a good little winning streak to get themselves back into even the playing game.
I know, but
they're playing better, man. They can't win without them.
They're playing better than what?
They can't win without them.
They're playing better than what?
Since the trade, they're playing better than that team that they had before that.
Oh, okay.
A whole lot better. Matter of fact, 80% better.
Okay,
watch this.
All right.
I'm gonna say something that ain't none of y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but it doesn't matter. If this team is healthy, I literally think that this team can beat any Western team in a series.
No,
I think they can beat any of them. Here's the thing. Y'all are giving too much credit.
The Denver Nuggets look, I don't think
are
the
crazy, Utah Jazz
I agree
from
with
a few other years ago. This team is balanced.
I don't know no team in the West that's really can beat
exactly.
Who in
That's
the West?
my point.
Maybe with a healthy Kevin Durant, Phoenix can get
they the ones. But with all of them being healthy as well, I think that's the one. But I wouldn't shock me if the Lakers did beat Phoenix. What I'm saying is now it would shock me if they beat whoever come out the East.
It would shock me.
But
If
Nah,
they beat Phoenix, it would shock me.
Nah,
No,
man,
I
you
wouldn't
got to
be
It
look
would
at
shock
it.
me too.
This
Yeah.
team, no, this is why it wouldn't shock me.
If they beat
Nah,
Phoenix
that
on
would
Golden
shock me.
State, I would be shocked.
D'Angelo Russell is shooting above 40% from 3-point range. Anthony Davis has found whatever fountain of youth or whatever
He
health.
has not. He has not.
But
He
that's
has not.
only
No,
Tony. That's
no,
only when
no.
LeBron is not there.
No,
Yes.
it ain't when LeBron did. He had 50 points with LeBron right beside him.
He was
before
doing it when
got
LeBron.
hurt.
He was doing it when LeBron got hurt.
Yeah,
He was
dude,
doing it when
come
LeBron
on.
got hurt. He was.
He
Yeah, but
started
it
doing
wasn't,
it.
Elliot, that's your
wasn't-
team.
but
You
it
couldn't see
wasn't-
that.
Hey,
That's
but it
they
wasn't-
my boys, man.
But it wasn't consistent though. He would
No,
get
it's-
37
no.
one night and then
Yeah.
get 8 the next night.
Right, but
Or,
here's
or,
the thing.
Or 13.
No.
Look,
No.
I guarantee you, he was getting 13.
Go to-
Or
he was
ankle
getting
hurt.
Google his
13
stats.
some nights.
Google his stats. Google his stats. And I'm gonna Google it for you. Don't worry about it.
No,
I'm gonna Google it for you.
and look, and watch
Let me
this.
get it for you.
Now watch this. If Anthony Davis has a bad game, you have D'Lo, who's already had 2 30-point games since he's gotten there. You have Schroeder has had a 30-point game. You have Hachimura, who had a 28-point game. You have LeBron James, of course, who's capable of giving you 50 at any time. It's not just
Howard.
Anthony Davis now.
Howard,
Yes.
I'm looking at the point.
Go with it.
All right. This
Go ahead. Where you at with it? Where you at with it? Go ahead. Where you at
I
with
need
it?
to start? You want me to start in February, January, December? When?
I'm sitting here.
When LeBron got hurt. Because he wasn't playing good before all of that.
When LeBron
He was
got
not playing
hurt.
good.
That's what we talking about. You finished saying that when he was playing with LeBron, he wasn't doing
No,
that.
he started playing better, man.
He was getting, because Tony said, I got to be the ones to always
Earlier
hold
in this-
on to what you said. That ain't what you said. Okay, say what you said now.
Before the trade, he was not playing that well.
Okay, so you're saying after
You hear
the
what I'm
trade, I want to make sure you got it.
After the trade.
When was the trade?
You heard what I
Tony?
said. I done said it again. After the trade.
When was the trade?
The trade would have been
What month?
February.
After the All-Star, close to the All-Star break.
All right, in February, all right, he had, let me see what point. He had
Go ahead.
He had 31, 34,
Go ahead.
13,
Go ahead.
23,
13 win.
13 points. 13. Like I said,
February.
31, 34, 13, 23, 13, 19, 28, 12, 30. This is when LeBron is out. 30, 28, 38, 39, 30, 8, 17, 35, 26, 15, 27, 37, 15. Look, man, he ain't consistent. He'll get you
Okay.
30.
How that ain't
watch this.
consistent, man?
Hey, wait, hold on.
How that ain't consistent? In 4 games, he averaged
Well,
over
watch this.
40-some
Yeah,
points.
Yeah,
And
but
then
you
go a
say,
game that
you say the 4 games
Stop,
when
Bishop.
he ain't playing with LeBron. The question
But-
that Lally had made was when when he played with LeBron, he ain't the same player. Go ahead, Tony.
In the 8-point game, they won.
No, we ain't going by that. They won in spite of him. They won in spite of him if he didn't get but 8 points.
My point is because in that 8-point game, he also had 9 rebounds.
That ain't
He
nothing.
also-
9 rebounds. So you didn't look at those stats before you made that
No,
statement.
I mean,
Because you couldn't look at those stats.
He had 4 blocks. He had 2 steals.
that's
he only had 3
unacceptable, though.
assists.
That's
Tony. He's
9
supposed to be the second
rebounds?
best player on the team.
Hold on.
Come on, man. No.
Hold on. He shot the ball 7 times.
That's and this
That's
is another
unacceptable,
and this is
Tony.
another one of my things. This is another one of my topics that I
When
had
was this,
coming
though?
up.
When was
Look.
this, though? When was this?
That's irrelevant.
When was this?
That's irrelevant.
It was without
7
LeBron.
No, it's not, because I'm talking about after the trade. I'm
That's
talking about
after
after
the
the
trade.
trade. I don't know what
It
you
was
talking
That's
about.
after the trade. Listen, if he's shooting 7 shots, man,
No,
That's
how
not
you shoot?
acceptable.
How you shoot 7 shots and you ain't?
And you the second best player on the team. And you put up 7 shots. Come on.
Because during that game, if other people getting it in, why
I
you gonna
don't
mess
know.
up the flow?
7 shots, Tony.
I'm not going to take that
7?
one, Tony.
man,
7?
man,
Even
Hey
even
man,
if
it's about
even if
Malik
he was
Beasley
7 for 21,
one of the games.
I take
Malik
that.
Beasley
Just
outscored both
seven
him and
shots.
LeBron in one game.
What does that have to
Anthony
do
Davis
with
had
whatever
12
you
points
say?
and 12 rebounds.
12 and 12.
I just
Now,
told you he
now
played
forget the
better.
points. Forget the points. How you getting 12 rebounds? He should be getting 15, 17, 18 rebounds a game. He getting
I
12 and
agree.
12, Tony.
I can't.
wow.
AD is
Hey,
supposed to
but
be the
Bishop,
man.
if you don't if your game
Oh,
is
and the
not
only
consistent of you playing
listen.
inside like you're supposed to be,
Now see,
you're not gonna
that's
get them rebounds.
but then that's part of his problem. That's part of his
Okay,
problem.
we may
No,
say, hey,
No,
you
that's
have a
part
no,
of his
problem.
not. See,
coaching.
He
see,
still played
no,
better,
no,
man.
I don't want to hear all that.
He
Only
still
thing
played better,
I
man.
didn't say Anthony Davis was not a good player. I didn't say that. Only thing I said was
I
he's
said he
not.
played better.
No, I said, and my response to that was he's not consistent. And then you was like,
No,
no, he is consistent. He's
no.
not consistent.
You
He's
can't.
not consistent.
You
My point is, we know he's not consistent, but now the
30,
Lakers
30 and
have
15.
players
We knew that.
around him that when he has an off game, you can do, man. Austin Reeves can get you.
Anthony Davis don't have off games.
28 and
He has
19.
don't show up games.
Man, I'm trying to figure out what you were
He
looking
takes
at,
them
man.
He
off.
don't
He
have
don't
he
play.
don't
He
have
don't show
off
up.
games. He have
He show up,
eight.
but he don't
He
show up.
take 8 shot games. He take 7
Right.
shot games. He
Yo,
take
but if
11 shot
everybody
To
else
me,
games.
is
that's him
getting them in,
resting.
though, if
That's him
everybody
resting.
else is getting the bucket, saying like, why do you need to shoot? You know,
Why do
No,
you
because
need
he
to
that
shoot?
he that guy,
Because
Tony.
because
He the man.
because they gonna need him to be to man in the bubble. AD balled when he was in that bubble.
Jesus Christ.
yes.
AD ball. He ain't take
37 and
nothing
16.
off. And I'm telling y'all,
No.
if you still
He was aggressive. He was hungry.
if you're still dependent on LeBron James to take you somewhere at
27 and
38
9.
years old, that's a problem.
That's a problem. I agree
That's
with
a
you,
pro-
Bishop.
that's a problem. That's a problem. LeBron should be the second best player, maybe the third best player on the team.
Right.
If he is your first best player, LeBron, at 38,
And
and you
LeBron is
depending on that,
one.
LeBron
He's
is
one of the
don't
best
get me
that ever
Hold
wrong.
up,
played the
man.
game. But he's
LeBron is not
that
no
guy
regular
anymore.
38-year-old, man. Y'all need
Yo,
to
that's
stop
what
that
I'm
mess,
saying,
man.
man.
Listen.
He
I
not
know
the
This
guy.
dude is
LeBron
not
is
no
good.
regular
I
38-year-old
know
guy.
LeBron is good. I know
Y'all
LeBron
not,
is good.
y'all got to stop that,
LeBron
man.
is great.
But I don't care. But
He is great.
LeBron still can't be your best player on the team right now at 38.
LeBron
First of
can't
all,
win a championship by himself.
LeBron might not be able to play for 20 consecutive games without having to sit out 3 or 4 games. We already seeing that the last 2-3 years where he can't
Since the
give
bubble.
he can't give you no whole lot. So
Since they won their championship.
and the
It
whole
was even
thing,
before the bubble.
it was before the whole plan was this was supposed to be AD.
He can't give you a whole lot. And this joker averaged over 30-some points as a 37-year-old.
Yeah, you
And he
missing
can't
my
give you a
point.
whole lot.
You're missing my point. Not when you got AD.
No, you
Listen,
said
what I'm
you
saying
said
is
AD's supposed to step up.
listen.
He is.
LeBron can average 37 if AD out and injured. With AD on the court, AD should be averaging 37, and LeBron should be averaging 22, 23, whatever around there. Maybe D'Angelo give you 20 something.
You got to.
Maybe
Hey,
AR
look, you got to
15
pick your
give you
poison on the
7.
basketball court, man. That
Yeah,
means
but
he should
but
have
the
he should have the
problem
ball in his
is
hand every time they
he
come
ain't.
down the court. He should touch the ball.
Who should?
And whose fault is that if he AD?
It's
Whose fault is
AD's
he not touching
It's
the ball?
AD's fault,
AD.
in my opinion.
No,
AD
sir.
should be
No, sir.
demanding the
He not
ball.
the point guard. No,
He
he's
should
not.
demand
No,
the
he's
Who
ball.
not.
cares? Shaq
No, he's
won't a
not.
point
Even if he
guard.
demanded, he
He
can't
should
get it.
demand on
Shaq
the
won't a
team.
point guard
He
either.
should demand the
Embiid
ball.
ain't a point guard. Jokic ain't a point guard. Ain't none of them guys the point guards, but they get the shots up and they get
I'm
the
not
ball.
talking about the point. I'm talking.
You just was saying
That's
that the
what I'm
reason why
saying.
AD ain't getting
Who
the
got to
shots.
get the ball to him, Bishop?
What you mean? Who getting the ball to him? They got point guards on the team that know how to pass.
Right.
Evidently, they don't. If he can't get the ball,
Well, let me ask you a question. How do
If
Jokic get the ball?
have you really watched all the Lakers game this year? Have you really watched
That-
most of their games this year?
Listen.
No, you haven't, Bishop.
What,
I'm
what,
telling
what
you.
I'm saying?
I am
a lot
telling
of
you.
So what are
He
you
does
saying?
not get
so
the
you
ball
saying-
all.
So
He
you
does
saying
not
AD
get the
is
ball
in the paint,
all the time.
demanding the ball,
Even
and
when
then
he's
that's
in
his
position,
fault.
he don't get the ball.
That's his fault that he don't get it.
He ain't
That's
never
his
in the
fault.
paint demanding the ball.
So he gonna have to pout because
That's what he should be doing.
I mean,
Tony.
that's what
He
he should be
in the paint
doing.
demanding the ball.
Do you think that's what he should be doing?
but that ain't a position. I would love for him to do that.
Of
But
course.
that ain't what he does. That ain't what he does,
That's what he
man.
That's
should
why
be.
he ain't. And
He's
that's
not the
why
center
he ain't.
anymore.
And that's why he ain't consistent.
He's not the center anymore. That ain't what he want to play at.
Hey,
He want
wait,
to play
man,
on the
hold on, man.
outside and mid
Hey,
range.
hold on. I just do want to say one thing to you. You just said Jokic was the MVP and he averaged 12 rebounds a game.
Who
Anthony
said
Davis, you saying he's an MVP candidate and he's averaging 11.9 rebounds a game, and Anthony Davis averages more than that at 12.4. I just want to say, you talk about he only getting 12 rebounds, that's a bum number.
No, I ain't talking about just he getting 12.
For him, it is.
No, it ain't a bum number. It's
it ain't no bum number for nobody.
No, 12 rebounds. My point is this: when he gets 8 points, he should get more than 12 rebounds.
Okay. No,
that's what I'm saying. When he gets 12 points
you
and 12 rebounds,
right? You said if you ain't scoring, you should be
you should be getting 18 rebounds. If you ain't getting but 9 points, what are you doing?
I can see that.
Well, maybe he getting blocks.
He might be getting blocks. I mean, and that's great. But he might
be playing better defense, man.
Yeah, but
having games.
I agree.
7 blocks.
I agree.
Listen, everybody in the world can look at Anthony Davis and say he ain't consistent. He ain't consistent.
He's not consistent.
And that's one thing that I'm not.
That's
even
why where
to
we at now.
I'm not. No, that's not why. The team was.
No, y'all were y'all at now because y'all had an old team.
Y'all had an old. The team was horrible.
Now, y'all had a horrible team, bro.
They didn't have an old team. They had an old team last year. This year, they just had a team full of redundancy, and nobody could shoot the ball, and nobody could handle the ball. They had to go out and get Schroeder. They had to go out and get him, and then trade for everybody else.
Has got to be your focal point. That's coaching is a lot of that.
Now watch this. Now I'm going to say something that y'all might disagree with. But I think if Anthony Davis is your focal point, at least this team is not going to be as good. They have another people. Anthony Davis should be a piece, an excellent over-the-top piece. But as far as your offense,
how much should he be averaging?
Well, he's averaging 26 points a game.
That's your focal point.
What
I'm saying is, if you
LeBron is averaging 30, what are you talking about?
And he shouldn't be.
But what I'm saying,
it should be AD, not LeBron.
AD
should be averaging 30, not LeBron.
But now D'Angelo Russell is giving them what they thought they were going to get from Russell Westbrook.
How many points should D'Angelo be getting?
D'Angelo should be scoring 20 points a game.
Right, he's not the focal point.
Question.
He's not the focal point. Right, exactly. I agree about 20 points. AD should be your focal point. Everything should be running through AD. The rest of the offense should be running, getting out there. If LeBron James, even though he's great.
So whose fault is that it ain't running through him, though? Whose fault is that it ain't running through him?
Darvin
That's on who?
Ham. Wait.
Okay,
let me change.
It ain't no waiting. It ain't no waiting.
Let me say no. Darvin Ham. Let me do percentages. Darvin Ham should probably take 35% of the blame with that. LeBron should probably take maybe 27, 28% of the blame. AD should take about 60% of the blame for that.
Right.
That's over 100, man.
Bro. That's over,
man.
Well, I'm trying to get to 64.
More than 100, man.
20. Yeah. That's what he should be taking.
Yeah, 20,
he should
20,
be taking more than 50% of the blame. AD should be.
Yeah, I mean
because people see AD's talent. He is a top 3 when he's playing, a top 3, top 5 player in the NBA. He should be demanding the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just 3 years off a championship run.
And I'm not too sure that Darvin Ham is not saying the same thing I'm saying. He might be saying that. It might be AD that might not be doing that.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I can't.
I mean, it ain't a bad team. They just won the championship.
Man, listen,
3 years.
that's a great team.
This team
they got now is a great team.
I don't think that's hyperbole, dude. I think they have a very well constructed team. Like
And they
Austin Reeves, I don't
deep too.
know how the Lakers be hitting on these second round picks like
And
this.
then
You know what I'm saying?
they be
And
letting them go too, boy.
they ain't letting Austin Reeves go. They gonna keep Austin Reeves. But when you look at like Austin Reeves is a scorer that I didn't know that he was. I didn't know he had that in him. You got D'Angelo Russell who can
you
score.
think they can afford to keep him?
Oh, they
He
gonna
had
keep
that
him.
in
Got
him
him
at
on the contract
Oklahoma,
at least for
Tony.
2 more years. Yeah, but dude, that
Didn't he go
Oklahoma
Tony,
nigga
Austin
was-
Reeves showed that at Oklahoma.
Didn't he go undrafted?
I think he did go undrafted.
Okay, all right.
Same as
all
Caruso.
all that Oklahoma stuff then don't mean.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But my point is they point
It
guard.
does
I
mean
like
something.
I
I'm telling
was
you,
just
he could
trying to
shoot.
see. I was just trying to see
I'm
if you
telling
was
you,
gonna let me slide with that. That's
he
all.
could shoot.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
He could shoot. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
but you can't get your shot off. That's the thing. If you're not athletic enough, you can't get your shot off in the NBA. He's finding a way to get his shot off. He's surprised a lot of people.
He's progressed.
Correct.
A lot more than
And
what people thought he was.
Right. But they're deep. They're too deep at every position.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They deep.
And so the one thing that they don't have is like a dominant center. You know what I'm saying? They like me personally, that last trade, if they could have kept Bryant, because I think he added something at center.
Yeah, but he wanted to go though.
Yeah. Yeah.
He knew that once they brought in all them pieces,
Vanderbilt and everybody, that he won't get no.
I think the Lakers right now, I don't think nobody can beat them in the NBA but Milwaukee, Phoenix.
A healthy Phoenix, I don't know.
Philly,
a healthy who?
Philly
Phoenix,
might
I don't know,
get
man.
them. I just don't know if Philly. You mean a healthy Phoenix or Philadelphia? Which one you say?
No, I mean definitely Philadelphia. I'm talking about in the West.
In the West, can't nobody get them but a healthy Phoenix. That's it.
Golden State.
Not if everybody's healthy. If everybody's healthy, I don't think there's a single team in the West. Like if you say that both teams are 100% healthy, and I know you can never really say that, but if you were to say both teams were 100% healthy, I think the Lakers are the favorite in the West.
I agree. I would agree with that. I think Phoenix can get them. I wouldn't be surprised if Phoenix got them, but I would pick the Lakers.
So you
Phoenix completely healthy. I still give it to Phoenix.
I wouldn't take Denver.
Phoenix completely healthy. I think Phoenix is the team to beat.
I'm not taking Denver without the Lakers even in the conversation. I don't think they're gonna make it out of the West anyway. In my opinion.
I think they're the new Utah Jazz. They play regular season games.
Right.
Like, because they're deeper now. They got rid of the one person that they were having problems with, that they sent Bones Highland to the Clippers. You know what I'm saying?
How many teams out of the East do you give a chance to make it to the finals?
3.
Yeah, I mean, actually,
the
NBA champion will come from the East this season.
I say the Celtics, the Sixers, or
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee can
You
go.
really think the Celtics got a chance?
I do. Because
hey, look, man,
because
you just want me to say
everybody to be happy. That's all he was.
You just
doing.
want me to say something.
That's all he was doing.
I knew it was gonna come off like that. I knew it was
Watch it, man.
They gonna have the same season they had last year.
I knew it was gonna come off like that, but
Philadelphia.
I don't
think.
think.
What you just say, Elliot?
Yeah. They're not gonna have the same season.
You say Philadelphia?
Yeah, Philadelphia. Either the Bucks.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm serious. I don't mean this. I think that coach has a lot to do with it.
I'm glad y'all mean it. It's all good.
Hey, dude, this year
I'm glad.
But Jason Tatum got a lot to prove though this year.
No, as a matter of fact, the games that they lost, Jason Tatum has a lot to do with it because he's shooting bad right now. He's in a slump. But when you're not in a slump, it's too many weapons around, and they got a chance to beat anybody. That's just what it is.
Of course, they got a chance to.
No. If you were to tell me right now, the only team out of the East that even has sort of a chance that nobody's talking about,
we'll see.
I just don't think Cleveland can really do it. And the only other team in the East, like right now, man, nobody's really giving them a chance, man. But I think some people have a problem seeing the Knicks.
I think they have a problem too. It won't be Boston, Milwaukee, or
no. I'm telling you, one of them teams, if they had to see the Knicks in the first round, they're gonna be a little bit worried because that Josh Hart trade fit something that they actually needed. And man, they playing better ball than a lot of y'all right now, man.
It'll be very entertaining, but they ain't gonna.
Every game will be.
Y'all know goodness well the play.
and
The
they still be a
playoffs are
sweep.
totally different.
It is. I
Yeah,
agree
It's
with you.
totally different.
yeah. It'll be very entertaining, and then they'll be bringing the broom out. But it'll be all the games will be nice and fun and all that. But then the broom will be
Yeah.
out.
Oh
But the
man,
next, yeah.
I said there'd be a dark horse team. I ain't picking them,
Man.
but it wouldn't surprise me with what they
Hey, for
have
real
put
though, on
together.
Boston, man, I don't know. It's just
Well, we gonna
something
say
about
that.
them right now.
What about the Nets? I
Ain't
mean, we gonna
nothing.
No,
say
Ain't
that.
that would
ain't.
surprise
It's
me.
been a long season, Bishop.
Okay, I agree
It's
with
been
that.
a long season,
I
Bishop.
can go with that. I can go with that.
It's been a long.
Yeah, it
They
is,
waiting for
man.
the
And then
playoffs now.
you understand, man. I gotta though a lot of those teams when you've been there year after year, it starts to weigh on you when you get toward the end. And you know what I'm saying? So you just
Yeah,
start mailing it in.
I understand. Well,
I
I
remember
don't
the
know.
Heat doing that. Toward the end of the season,
Yeah,
they
but
would
they
go on
not.
a
They
losing
not. They
streak.
not. They not the Heat though. They
No,
not
they
the Heat.
not the
I
Heat. I'm
understand what
just
you're
saying.
saying. It just made me. It just make me feel some kind of way. That's all right because they not the Heat. But I understand the concept rings true that at the end of the season it's like that. But they not the Heat.
You
Wow.
funny, man.
Well, I'm just saying, Jason
You
Tatum.
funny,
Jason
man.
Hilarious.
Tatum. I don't know if I got a lot of faith in Jason Tatum, but I'm not
I
rooting
do.
against him. I'm
I
not
got it
rooting
in. I
against him.
got it in
I,
him
No, no,
I
and
I
the
ain't
tell you
rooting
team.
what,
against.
they better hope. They better hope Brown don't make all NBA. Because he might be out.
Well, they got to pay him money.
Yeah, because they keep playing with that
No, he
man,
ain't going
man.
nowhere.
He keep coming up in trade talks and all of that.
Yep.
And the problem is Jason Tatum.
They they
He'll never come up in trade talk.
they don't
No,
talk
it's
to them,
always
man.
mentioned right
They
away.
don't talk to.
He's
They don't
off the
talk to Tatum,
table.
man.
Right.
He's off the table.
He off the tape. Yeah, Brown.
They called. They called Jalen Brown. Top office called him and said, "You are not involved in all of this, man. It's rumors." They already talked to him about that, man. But if he make that All NBA team, they're gonna have to pay him $280 million max
Is that
contract.
because is that because he makes the All NBA team?
Yeah, it'll get that
It's in
clause
his
to where he
yeah.
can get a supermax.
It'll give him that clause to you get that super max, man. Real talk, and they're gonna pay it to him too.
Oh, somebody explain that to me.
So the
So
way
hold
it
on, let me ask you.
works,
Well, first of all, if you don't make the All NBA team, you can't get the Supermax.
so when they negotiate your
No,
contract,
he'll get the
there's
he'll get
Oh,
the
certain
max.
things.
that's in his contract.
No, it's in NBA contracts.
Okay, that's
So
okay.
you have to qualify. So you qualify for a max deal, which is that the max team can pay you, which is I think right now the max
Hmm.
for the most tenured players is like 40% of the cap for one player, and
Okay.
so you get the max where they can give you one thing, and it's just a cap on what you can get.
Okay.
But then there's qualifiers that you can put into it that the NBA has approved, where if you meet certain goals, for most of them, it's all NBA, league
First
MVP.
team or any All NBA.
So it's any of the three.
Oh well, then they done. He gonna make one of them three.
He didn't last year.
Yeah, but
And it's
yeah,
the reason why. Oh, and it's the reason why the 1 year they picked Bradley Beal over Klay Thompson, and it kept Klay Thompson from getting
The
that
Supermax.
Supermax kicker.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. You got to figure it ain't but 6 guards. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah,
can
he
go
gonna be
sit.
one of them guards though.
Yeah, but like okay, so you got like Devin Booker. That you're putting. You got Damian Lillard, who might not be.
He not
They
gonna
may
be there.
not be qualifying, but
he not
Devin
gonna
Booker
be
definitely has to be there.
Yeah.
Like you got like John Morant, you got
He gonna be
Luca,
there.
you got
Luka gonna be
you,
there.
you know what I'm saying. Like there's a lot of guards that
And he
you know what I'm
fighting
saying.
again. Ain't Jason Taylor? Is Jason Taylor a small forward?
So here's the thing: the league has made
Yes.
it now to where you can pay, you can get voted in multiples. So you can get voted if you play both. You can get voted at guard or at forward, but they don't combine the votes.
Right.
You have to get enough votes at
each
one
one.
or the other.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and the one that's really bad is center because it's 2 all NBA centers, and really both of them should be first team. You know what I'm saying? Like the first team should be all forwards. You know what I'm saying? It should be well. If KD won't hurt, he definitely would have been there. But you talk about Embiid, Jokic, Giannis, Tatum, and now because KD out, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pick. You could pick a guard, but that's not how it is. It's 2 guards, 2 forwards in the center.
All right, man. Well, we had a hey, we didn't talk. I don't really talk it, but I think you guys watch college basketball real strong, don't you, Howard?
Yeah.
Who's in the Final
Man,
Four?
Yes.
Nobody
Is
you
it
know.
Final
number
Eight? That's
one.
what I'm
Mm.
saying. And then and,
UConn,
You talking
UConn is
about
in there.
UConn, Florida Atlantic.
Florida Atlantic.
Florida
I tell you
Atlantic.
who,
Yeah.
Florida
Miami,
Atlantic.
Yeah.
Miami and San Diego State.
Yeah.
Man, listen,
Miami and San Diego State. Listen,
college.
that Florida Atlantic team is good. It's good.
And man, listen, you can say
Yeah.
what you want
They've been
to.
together and
If
they've been together for a
Tennessee,
while.
if
Been
Tennessee
together
wouldn't
for a
have
while.
beat Duke, Duke was gonna beat Florida Atlantic. Tennessee, they just so long in the middle, man. It was nothing that the Duke boys could do in there, man. Tennessee's long, but then Florida Atlantic shot them out the gym.
Look,
So
is
it was
college
crazy.
basketball not what it used to be because everybody going to the NBA and the one and done?
Yes, and it's more. I think
Yeah,
more
I
to
think it's
it's
more
that.
not.
competitive.
Because
It's
you
more
don't
to
know,
that.
because you don't get enough time to know a player.
Right. That's the thing. Back then you could build, but back then before the one and dones, the blue bloods could stay the blue bloods forever because they have recruiting class after recruiting class building on
Yeah.
top of each other.
Right.
Whereas in somebody like a Davidson only gets one Steph Curry, you're not playing against 4 Grant Hills. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now that it's one and dones, you get that one Steph Curry. It take him 2-3 years to develop, but now you got like 4 people like that. Whereas in you getting your one and done, he might be talented, but he's just learning how to play the game of basketball at this level, and they're just better. Every team that's in there now got like seniors. There's not a single freshman. There's not a single McDonald's All-American in the Final Four.
It's experience.
Oh, yes, it is, Tony. The young boy from UConn is a freshman. They
He's
shooting
not a
guard is
true
a freshman.
He's a redshirt freshman. There are no true freshmen in the Final Four.
You know,
And so, and man, redshirt freshman is like,
okay.
you know what I'm saying? You get a
Yeah,
year to sit out
you
at
really done had a year to play.
Yeah. You practice
you
with the
done
team all
practice,
year.
yeah,
You just
yeah.
play. You just didn't play. And you got a year
They
older and
ain't
bigger.
practicing and playing are two different things. Practicing and playing against another team is totally different things. Stop that, man. You playing against your own team. When you play against somebody else, that's a difference. Stop
Hey,
that,
Howard.
okay?
Hey, Howard.
I
Hey,
mean,
Howard.
He a freshman.
Hey, hold on.
No, I mean,
He just
Okay,
getting
it's
himself.
valid, right? But watch
He
this.
just practice.
If that's the case, why do
It's
NFL say we gonna let him learn for the first year and then give him the job the second year? Because practicing with the team means something.
I mean, I'm still
Because
saying
getting out there, it means
That's why he
something.
do it.
it means something.
That's why he do it.
it means that you learning the plays of the other team, you learning the plays of the other team, and then you get to travel with the team and see how. I'm saying when you get
You
game
learning
time
the speed
and
of
then
the
you show
game.
what you did, that's a different. That's just me.
You
I just
learning
think
the
a
speed
freshman
of
is
the
a
game.
freshman. Red shirt him or not.
Oh.
He's sitting there. Yeah, what's the difference, Tony? Because you ain't going hard like they're doing it in the regular season.
Yeah, but
You're
they going
practicing,
full
but you're not
speed.
like you said.
They ain't going hard, but they going full speed. The only thing is the contact ain't as hard, but they still going full speed.
Well, I mean, you go full speed playing at the gym, Tony. Hey, what you saying? Ain't that? That's what it is. It's a
All
whole
right,
different
well,
story when you get out. What I'm trying to say is, listen,
in on that note. Howard, you made a good point. Both of y'all made good points.
Who can win the championship?
I think it's UConn.
UConn.
Yeah, I think it's UConn.
UConn.
They're the
If UConn don't beat
deepest
Miami,
top to
I'm gonna give it to Miami.
Yeah.
If UConn don't beat Miami, if Miami beat
I'm going
UConn,
with
I'm gonna say
Miami.
Miami gonna win it.
I got Miami.
Either one of them.
Yeah.
But I just see UConn, man. They got the
Actually-
size, they got the guards.
Yeah.
But Miami
actually,
scrapping, and they can play. They can play.
the best defensive team left is San Diego State. So if you got
Diego State, right,
that
right.
defensive thing, you know what I'm saying, they could win. But I think I still think I got UConn because they have the point guard and the big man. So when you got a point guard and you got big man, that it gives you an advantage
Well,
rather than having
it's gonna be exciting. So either way, it's gonna be good.
maybe.
The women's gonna be excited.
The women's gonna be crazy. Yo, Virginia Tech in there. Yo, I ain't tell y'all. Todd's got accepted to Virginia Tech honors program.
Oh, man,
and their honor college. Yeah, he in the honor college. So
That was all from his mom.
Wow.
All right, fellas, we got to go on that note. We see y'all next week, next Tuesday.
Y'all, hey, we
at
sending
9
the
p.m.
registry to all three of y'all. Y'all
Yeah,
go.
yeah, we got it. We got you. All right, y'all have a good one, fellas.
I got